I'm taking a baby wipe and I am cleaning the excess sanding dust off. There's quite a bit of it. Probably gonna need another one of these wipes again. I'm gonna poke myself and injure myself, I know, at some point with these bikies that I did that because I didn't understand their system there. So I live and learn, right? A new way that frames are put together, or an old frame way, because this is an old picture. This isn't a new one. At the thrift shop, somebody liked it and cared enough about it to try to make a buck off of it. At that thrift shop, you get half. Let's see, it's a consignment type shop where you can put she'll allow you in, give you a number, all that stuff and who you are. And then your number's put on your product, and your product is set out to display. And customers come and buy all the time. She's been open now for 30 years, okay? She hasn't missed a day. Maybe, in all that time, maybe 5 days at the most. Right now is the most she's ever missed, and that's because she had to have surgery. They found a tumor in her intestine. So, yeah. So worried. I know her, she's never stopped working and moving her body, and she do exercises at night before bed. She has always taken really good care of herself, so I'm really happy with the fact that she's doing really well, by the way. Let me end that with that in case you were wondering, well, how did she do? She did good and doing good. Had staples out this Monday. I wasn't going to call because I know I was in a coma, and when you get home, you just, it's everything you got because you're so glad to be home. And you're not hooked up to a bunch of IVs in your arm, and they always have to do me in the hand because I don't have good vein. So, you get these, I had scars, but they've kind of healed up. Well, there's scars there where they had put, I was hooked up to so many things when I woke up out of the coma. Out of the coma. It's the coma of my life. It ruined my life. It really did. Now I got yonky teeth, and, naturally the dentist would be bad and not do a good job. I don't know. It just feels like things have really not gone my way. But fine, but a little bit better. We bought our first home finally. We bought our first home finally. So, that we're really, really thrilled about. Naturally, I'm thrilled about it. I have filled up quite a bit of space in my art room. And my husband, he's so sweet. He never complains, I came from a complainer. My father was the biggest complainer you ever met. He complained about everything. Okay, we're going to do some painting now, okay? This is what I did is I kept looking at this, okay, over and over, and it's warped. It's, you see that? Yeah, that warpiness right there. I don't want that. I'll use that as, the second backing to make it nice and tight against the glass. And I'm going to use this piece of cardboard. And as you see, it doesn't have all those lines like a shipping cardboard does. Like that. This was a piece of a box that my small heating pad came in. And I was like, I'm so thrilled. The cardboard is excellent. So I'm going to give that some white chalk paint, etc. Then we'll get into our stencils because we're going to do words and pretty things on here. But using the stencil like everybody else, okay? I've got it, so I waited 11 weeks for it, so it's finally here. Okay, don't need the scissors anymore. You know what I'm going to be painting with. Maybe I'll come in on the last part if you wanted to see some of the painting, but I doubt you do. I'm starting to lose my voice. Okay, snap. I'll be back. Snap. I'm back. Hi. Wanted to get you an update. We are letting dry right now. Let me put the camera down so you can see what's going on. We've got the frame. This I've already did the back side of it. Now this is the front. First coat. Oh yeah, I won't forget the sides. Okay. This is the little insert that we're using, that amazing piece of shipping material, because it wasn't like cardboard, because cardboard has all them, see how cardboard has all them little lines and stuff. So yeah, got lucky, got a great box. I'm breaking it apart. And I've been dying to actually do something with this thrifted frame. And so this worked out perfectly when I got this delivery, and one of the boxes were the high quality kind. See? Just like a piece of paper. It's really nice. You can draw, painting on that is nice. That's like painting on a round or wood. It's nice. So I'm getting tired. I'm sorry. It is 20 to 4 a.m. and it's great. The house is quiet. Uh, Also wanted to show you, I painted the, and I need to do a tutorial. Up. I can't tell wherever to be. Okay, I guess up. On this and I got to paint the back side. Now it's a piece of cardboard. You can see the holes in the side. You can see the bumps. All of that good stuff. But I'm, going to put a couple layers of chalk paint on it. And this is going to be the tassel maker, where you wrap, wrap, wrap until you're happy. I've seen where all the short tutorial on something I believe Sammy created. It could have been by Corey. Is he crafting with Corey? Or anyway, they showed a bow maker, and I thought, shoot, I can make that out of cardboard. I mean, it's doing nothing but holding, the string or yarn or whatever you're going to make a tassel out of. And then with the angling of it, then it makes it really simple to pull it off. So this is, she told the measurements too of hers. I believe it was, I should have wrote it down, but I believe it was I have a ruler. It's 4.5 inches. I'm pretty darn sure. Naturally, things fall. Let me just check it to be sure now. Now I'm curious. Yes, 4.5 on the nose. 4.5 inches across. Makes a really nice size tassel. And I'm going to be duping something I saw on one of the crafting channels. I can't remember who, but they use tassels to make a really cute Christmas tree. So I'm already thinking Christmas, believe it or not. So I plan on doing that. So that's why I'm getting my little bow makers ready. And this one is a small type replica of, so that I can also make a smaller tassel. I'm also in the process of getting a tier tray. Never had one, so gonna make one. Just haven't got to it yet. I've got so many ideas in my head to do that, and then I get distracted. I'll say I'm going to go one way, and then I find I went another. Does any other artist do that? Now, see, I messed around or something fell on that. I don't know. I don't mind, because I'm going to make this very rustic, the frame. Oh, you don't know even what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. The frame. There was it looks like my fingernail, which I don't even have any, scratched it. So anyway, that's what I was doing. And keeping dirt away when you're trying to let white things dry is so crazy. That's when you'll get all kinds of stuff blowing around, and you're like, not until it dries. And I gotta wait, this is gonna take a couple coats at least, and then I'm gonna do some antique wax by Waverly Antique Wax, and just really make it rustic in an old frame. You'll see. Wait and see. I'll come up with something. I always do. I tell you I'm going to do something a certain way, and I know you guys probably know that. Then I go a different way, and you're going, well, didn't you just say this crafter is not good to watch? I'll try to get better, guys, okay? Alright, well, snap, so I can go ahead and not bore you anymore with me yapping. And finish, and give another coat, by the way, to the project. I thought this was funny. Look at my hands. Oh, I have ghost hands. I'm busy away painting. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 things going on at once. All drying right now. Actually, though, on the frame, I'm putting its second coat on. So this is all I've gotten done so far, is like half of it. So I'm going to do this half. I doubt you sit there and want to see me paint. But for those, at least I'm in camera view there, that do, I will do a little bit. And by the way, guys, when, new crafters, if there's any, because I see so many online, I even found, when I was trying to figure out why people were having a hard time getting to my page, was because I was so far below all the other creations by Crystal. Yeah, there's one that she's got thousands of viewers. I thought I was original. My name used to be considered unusual, by my friends in school and stuff like that. There wasn't a lot of crystals, and anyway, there is now. And apparently they love to craft, so she's got my name and had it first, and obviously, and I don't know what to do, because I've advertised it as I invented it, I thought, and I don't know how to get myself out of it without confusing everybody. Does that make sense? So, heads up, if I have to change my name, I will, I certainly would like a name that would come up on the search engines a little bit better. Maybe you have to buy that, like buy a domain or something. I don't know if I've heard that right or not. Well, I just quickly did a coat there, and so that needs to dry. And the other things are drying. All right, sweethearts, I'm going to be right back in a snap. Hi, good morning. Having me some coffee. Our projects all got painted last night. And there we are. Isn't that pretty? Chalk paint gives such a beautiful look. Beautiful. So, I'll be working next with some antique wax. I tried to get Waverly antique wax and back ordered, not available. I mean, I could not get it anywhere. So this is a product by Folk Art. It's a wax and then it's supposed to be an antique wax. So we'll see how it works, okay? Because we want to make this, you know, farmhouse and stuff, not brand new and pretty. What else? Let's see. Yeah, so I'm just going to continue with this and I'll be back in a snap. Snap, I'm back. We're going to be putting on some paper. I got this, I looked at them, I looked at them at Hobby Lobby, but I bought them through Amazon. And it's a booklet of these beautiful colored paper. You can kind of hear by the sound of it, maybe. It's, you know, cool. So that give you an update on what's going on. And working slow. I'm just slow today, not in any rush. I'm just gonna put those words down afterwards with the new stencils that I'm excited about, and a pretty background for them. And board is all prepared. This is a cutout of a really good cardboard. It has no lines or anything. It's really tough. It's almost like kind of the Dollar Tree, you know, but it doesn't have any wrinkles. Those are just lines of the product, okay? Yeah, not lines as you usually would see, like on the sides. Okay, not getting that. So we got really good cardboard from this company, so I'm using it up. First thing I could find, I did, and the frame, I did a little antique wax on it. You know, just bringing it down a little bit, making it more farmhouse. I'll probably do a little bit more once I get the paper in. And, okay, so I'll be back in the snap. Thought I'd go back on and explain about the paper. What you do is, after you have your template or your, you know, canvas or whatever you're using, I basically just laid it out on a part that I really liked, and then used my very sharpened pencils. I always love sharpening my pencils. And I sketch it around. Okay, so I've already done that for you. And now is cutting it out. Okay. Carefully. With good lighting and glasses on and everything.